Oh, I left my home at 22 to see the entire red, white, and blue. I was only gonna be gone temporarily. I had a girl back at home waiting for me. So with just a rucksack on my back, I started hitching and hopping trains like Kerouac. And I slept in shelters when it got cold. And I even saw the ghost of Tom Joad. And some kids in Colorado gave me a new name. Said my old one was just a little too plain. It was the summer of '05 and they was just having fun when they christened me Luz, cause of where I'm from. Well, sometimes things aren't always as they seem, and sometimes it is just a dream. From the cypress swamps to the evergreens, from Lake Charles on down to New Orleans, Louisiana is where I left my heart. Deep in the South, the dirty part. And if there's one thing that I can tell you about the road, is that once you leave, you can never go home. Home is a wasteland, there ain't nothing to see, except for flooding and looting and anarchy. Everything that you loved is now gone, and even the girl that you loved has moved on. I'd love to say that's where my story ends, but unfortunately that's just where it begins. See, those kids in Colorado had ironically given me a sort of sad, twisted prophecy. And if you've ever been in love, then you know what I mean. When I say I lost the girl, I lost everything. Now I ain't had a good meal in 3 weeks, and wouldn't you know that my tent leaks. So I'm sleeping in my car when it rains. I'm living in the Ozarks, the Boston Mountains range. And if I die, nobody'll hear a sound, cause I'm 26 miles from the nearest town. So if you listen to one thing I say, then don't go if you have a reason to stay. And be sure of the words you use, and be conscious of the path you choose, because having nothing left to lose might be freedom, but it's also the blues. Well, sometimes things aren't always as they seem, and sometimes it really is just a dream. So when I die, don't bother looking around. Way out here, my body'll never be